This is Radio Now 95.3 FM. Come for the news, stay for informed conversations.
Alrighty, welcome back again to sports, latest from the world of sports, right here on the station that takes you beyond the news. Radio Now 95.3 FM Lagos. I'm Nero Adesoya. The midfield maestro is what you love to call me. And as usual, every Wednesday, Tuesday edition and Thursday editions of Now Sports Summary, you are definitely treated to the best of interviews with some exclusive and exciting sporting personalities. Today is no exception. In fact, I am highly excited about today's one because of the fact that my guest today is somebody I've known from a childhood. She is now developing into a young adult. Yes, I said she because she's a lady, and of course she's into combat sports. I'm trying to tease you guys for as long as I can. She wears gloves and she's very lethal in the ring. Okay, she's not into UFC, but she's a champion. She's been a champion in various competitions, and of course the latest is the fact that she is the World International Boxing Association Women's Flyweight Champion, and she had to leave her base. She's no more in Nigeria. She's Nigerian, but she's no more in Nigeria. She's based in Australia, but she had to leave Australia to go get this belt, and she's going to be telling us more about that, and of course her career, how it's going, and how it all started. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Nigeria's very own, one of Nigeria's finest women's boxers, and I'm talking about none other than Blessing Blackberry Dada. Blessing, it is a great pleasure for me to have you back in this studio. It's been a long time.
Yeah, it is.
Good morning to you. Blessing, you're going to have to speak up. I know that you are lethal in the ring, but when it comes to talking, you are always very soft-spoken. In fact, we always have to. I think the more you have grown older, the more you have become calmer. When you were younger, we didn't need to prod you at all. You are always there. So, Blessing, greet your fans again and our listeners as well.
Good morning, everyone. Shout out to my fans out there.
Shout out goons there. I'm very cool there. Okay now. Anyway, so you have heard her voice, very soft-spoken, but you don't want to mess with her in the ring. That's Blessing. And I was telling one of my colleagues, Stephen Imidegu, how Blessing literally fought a boy as a young girl. She wasn't even a teenager then, but we'll talk about that. Let's get into it. Blessing, tell us how your journey started to Australia and how things have fared so far with your professional boxing career.
Very difficult at first, but then back then in 2022, I had a video that went viral, and I got a call from Ghana that I need to come and showcase my skills. So they gave me a challenge fight, and I went there and I won. Round 1 TKO. And
wow, round 1 TKO.
Yeah.
What was the pedigree of the boxer you defeated?
I don't know. I think she just joined professionally.
And they now set that kind of boxer up for you.
Yeah. So it was just like
people I say they don't know your skill.
I was 0-0 in professional.
Oh yeah.
She has no record too. So okay, let's see who's gonna win.
Oh, okay. So it was
I was actually hungry because I was going through some pain back home, you want to talk about the pain? No.
You don't want to put it out there.
Yeah.
Okay. You're free. It's cool. Okay, so what happened after you won that fight?
So after I won the fight, this is it. Before I climbed the ring, people were like, who is this girl? Who is this little girl? It has always been like that since amateur. And
you have a very deceitful look.
So they're like, so they were hailing the girl back home. She's gonna win, this girl, blah blah blah. And I was the only one on my coach, and it was so hard. The home advantage and all the crowd. I was scared at first, but then I just have to be like, I got this now. I'm from Bariga. What do you mean? So I just have to go there and do the best, and that was it.
So was it the case that there was a boxing promoter there?
Yeah,
who's an international. Tell us more about it. Who's this person, and how did he now connect you with you now being based in Australia?
Actually, it didn't connect me. This is all about social media, like you marketing yourself, because that's the only thing as an athlete in Nigeria, the only way someone can survive is through social media. Just keep pushing.
Why do you think that the only way you can survive is through social media?
What I mean is that we all know that we don't have sponsors. Even though we have sponsors, but it's hard. This is the truth here. Even like I've met a lot of people whereby.
Okay.
So.
They promise so much, but at the end of the day.
Exactly. So.
Okay. So let's now. When did you get to Australia, and how has things been for you?
I got to Australia this year. So fast.
Oh, you almost lost track of it yourself.
Yeah, because we tried. I got the contract 2022 December through January, but I was being careful because as a professional you have to be careful so you don't end up signing a slavery contract.
Yeah.
And so I took my time, and then I got signed in February 2023, and I didn't get my visa for like 2-3 times. And
wow.
Then
what happened? Even though your promoter is based in Australia, sent documents and everything.
It was hard. So right now they are trying to take a protest on the racist and all, because it's hard for black people to come into Australia. So that's what we are facing right now. But they are trying to get results in Australia.
Okay. So, but you eventually got your visa?
Yeah, I got my visa February this year.
That was February 2024. So tell us how your journey in South Africa, and South Africa, in Australia has been.
Amazing, to be honest. But when I got in Australia, it was very hard because I went there for 3 months, and it was hard to get to fight. But there was this girl, but I still have my eye on her, and I'm gonna discipline her, to be honest.
You said you were going to discipline her. What did she do to you?
Because I came in February and March. I was training, doing my training. I went for a training tour. So my coach was training me, and we got this contract that we want Blessing to fight this girl. And I was inactive for like 2 years, 1.5 years, because setback in sports.
Yeah.
To get so this girl and her coach had to ring my coach that they want to fight me, blah blah blah. We heard that Blessing is in Australia. Come on, bro. Guys need to calm down. I need to take a step so we can. So now my coach is trying to put a title in front of us, so we don't just want to fight and be like, oh, someone won. We want a title. Okay. So we are aiming for the WBO, which is an international belt. Yeah,
the flyweight women's champion.
Yeah, WBO is a world boxing organization.
This girl you talked about,
Tyler Robertson.
She's Australian.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So she's trying to tell you that you can't come to her territory.
I have my eye on her. I really want to beat her.
So is there like a beef between both of you?
That's just like a challenge fight. I love challenge, but that got to my head. Like, oh wow.
Why did why did this particular one get to your head?
Because the first day she threw the challenge at me, I fell in love with her challenge, and it was not the challenge that we needed at that point, because we are trying to I need to get a fight so that I can be active in my post rec. And yeah, I guess it's like a beef, because I think my coach does not like the coach, but it's not my business. So there are white people have.
But your coach is still your coach anyways,
so irrespective
of the color. Okay, now let's talk about.
But then I have 2 people in Australia that I'm putting my eye on. Just two girls.
Tyler Robertson
and Jasmine Parr.
Okay.
She's 21 or 22. She has a fight this December. She wants to fight for WBF.
Wow.
So if she win, I want that.
You want her belt?
Yeah, I want to get it.
Okay, so while you were in Australia, you also fought for a belt. That's the World
WIBA
Women's International. Yeah, the Flyweight Championship. Tell us about that.
Okay. I came back to Nigeria May.
Okay.
And I have to leave July to Australia, and August, September it was hard to get Thailand visa from Australia because of Nigeria.
Your Nigerian passport?
Yeah, and Nigeria are doing a lot of things out there which is illegal. Okay. So I couldn't get my passport. I couldn't get my visa, and I feel bad. Yeah, I feel bad. But eventually when I got it and I got to Thailand, same thing. when I was about to. I fought 2 fights in Thailand, and my first fight, the promoter in the Thailand came to meet my coach, and he was like, is your girl fighting? I would like her to fight one of my girl. She's so small. Very easy fight. And I went there. So my coach told me, and I was like, really? And I went to the ring, round 1. It was a 6th round fight, and I won first round.
Another TKO?
Yeah.
Wow.
And the other girl I fought, she fought a world champion. Her name is Angelina Lucas. Very big girl. She's very big. I'll beat her, I promise. Easy. It was easy fight. So she fought with this champion 8th round, and this champion find it very difficult to beat her. Okay. Somehow close. Then I knocked the girl that tried to be the world champion, round 4 TKO.
Wow. So, but you also know that boxing is also about styles.
Yeah.
Sometimes your style may suit your opponent, or sometimes it might be a big problem. Do you not think that it could be that could be the case?
After that my fight, she fought the night I was fighting, and same thing, same old shit, same.
You can't say that on radio.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Same style, nothing changed.
So you feel that she's somebody you can actually defeat, and get the title.
Easy.
Okay.
And Nigeria is having a new superstar in the building soon. So.
And who is this superstar, please?
The superstar is none other than Blessing Dada Bukola, aka Blackberry.
There's a lot of changes in the way you mention your name these days. Before, you used to be very, very bold about it. I used to be like, I am Blessing Blackberry Dada. Nobody can beat me. No girl can beat me.
Life.
Life has happened. Okay. Anyways, now let's talk about you. How did it all start for you? I know you started even before 10, and I was there at one point in time, interviewing you and also watching some of your fights. But how did it all start? Can you please tell Nigerians and listeners out there how you got involved in boxing?
All thanks to my dad. Dad, wherever you are, this for you. I love you.
We need to. Why don't you put his name out there so that we can also appreciate him as well?
Thank you, Dada Adekunle Timothy. That's my dad.
Okay.
My dad is this type that love wrestling and boxing, so he got Leila Ali's daughter fight. Muhammad Ali's daughter fight. That's Leila Ali. And my dad used to come up very, very late because of his work. He's a bus driver.
Okay.
So my dad, whenever he's watching, he used to lower it so it was not disturbed. And I don't like sleeping when I don't see my dad beside me. And I woke up and I was like, Dad, what are you watching? And I was like, boxing. I was like, this is a girl fighting. And I was like, yeah. I said, please, can I be like her? I want to be a boxer like her. And he was like, no, you can't be a boxer. You have brothers. The brother will support you. They'll be there to protect you whenever there's. And this is me supporting or protecting my brother whenever there's danger.
Are you the one that protects them, honestly?
It is me, and they are my older brother.
Okay, so go on.
So he tried to convince my elder brother to box, and every time that one come on, I'd be like, my hand, my leg. He always complain. So I begged him, and he took me to the training center. I used like 2 weeks, and the coach was like, this kid is very good. Later, my mother was like, I just want her to do it for fitness. Yeah. And I said, no fitness. I want to do this thing, Dad. When I was young, I used to talk with. Yeah. So my dad was like, is this girl? And I was like, please. So I have to beg him every day, Daddy, good morning. How are you? Please. About yesterday. And this is me now.
Wow. Oh, so what gave you that conviction that you could actually be something very big in boxing?
Because I've seen Leila Ali do great things. I watched all her story, how she started, the way her father and her, and I saw a lot of great things in this sport, and I was like, these are the same people. The way they gave birth to these people is the same way they gave birth to me. So I can definitely do something great and get big in this sport. keep my family the name they want, give them the life, because I don't like the life I found myself in. So this is why I'm doing this thing for my family. This is what they call the love for family.
Wow.
Just like what you do for your family.
Absolutely. That's deep. That's very, very deep. And now let's talk about your next chapter. What are the things lined up for you? You and your promoter. You never even mentioned the man who is the one pulling the strings for you out there in Australia. He's probably listening or watching.
Big shout out to Mike Otamura. That's my manager.
Okay.
Big shout out to my coach, John Bastable in Australia. Very kind man. Very, very funny. Makes me happy. It's not easy back in Australia whereby you leave your loved ones at home. Sometimes when I feel bad, he's always there to console me, tell me good things, and big shout out to my boxing teammates in United Fight Team.
Okay, so that's the team, United Fight Team.
United Fight Team, yeah.
Okay.
United we stand. United we make great things happen in boxing.
Nice, I like the slogan. Now let's talk about next step for you.
Yeah.
You are the WIBA International Flyweight Women's Champion as of now, and you have your belt right there in the studio. Can you just put it in front of you? Just raise it up a bit so that the camera can catch that as well.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so there you have it, and that's Blessing's WIBA International Flyweight Women's Champion. Thank you very much, Blessing. Okay, so from here, what is the next thing? What's your next target? What are the things you hope to achieve in the next 1, 2, 3 years?
1 to 3 years, I want to be the youngest undisputed world champion in my weight category.
Wow. Okay, that's a very, very, very big.
It takes a lot of hard work and sacrifice.
And you're ready for what you have to put into it.
100%. Yeah.
Now, you talked about difficulties with sponsors and just trying to use you as, a focus for young boxers like you as well. Why is it so difficult for upcoming boxers or athletes to get sponsorships from individuals and corporate organizations? Why is it such a difficult thing? And what were some of the things you encountered as well?
I think maybe boxing is not that big.
It is big. We have a lot of big boxers. We even have Nigerian-born Anthony Joshua and co.
We do, aside from the Anthony Joshua and co, even the top people that make Go TV interesting, whereby people come to watch, they find it very difficult a bit to get sponsored. Why it's easy out there, but then I don't.
So what's the difference? You've been in Australia and you were in Nigeria, obviously being a Nigerian. What is the difference? What did you notice as the difference between the way the Australians embrace, when they see a young talent supporting that person, and the way we are in Nigeria supporting that same talent?
As in Nigeria, when a rich man or a company sees you training, they be like, "What's this?" But I was in Australia training, and then there's this white man that walked in. I was like, "Oh, where is she from?" And I was like, "Oh, she's from Nigeria." And you're like, "Oh, I would like to sponsor this person." Do you get? So easy. But then this is it. If I start making it big in Australia, I will definitely have sponsors, even as I'm not a citizen over there. But then I'll make a way for myself. But then this is it. I would like people who would like to sponsor not only boxers, the athletes. This pushes them to do more. This support their journey and all of that. Like, it would be so amazing if you can get sponsor in Nigeria, because it helps us here. It helps us when we are home, then make it over there. So that was it. I don't want.
Okay. That's a very emotional appeal there, coming from Blessing Blackberry Dada. She says that it's always difficult getting sponsorships in Nigeria, especially when you're an unknown, young, upcoming athlete, not only boxer. And it's even more difficult when you're a boxer. So exactly. She's made an appeal. Let's hope that a lot of corporate organizations as well as well-meaning individuals are listening. And we are going to definitely put that on social media as well, that appeal, because we need to start having... You just heard about how she talked about how easy it is for an athlete or a boxer to get, somebody to back he or her up. And just by watching a training session alone. Anyways, Blessing, we want to say big thank you to you for coming in. Ever since I heard you were back in the country, I've been trying to bring you to the studio, and I'm very happy that you made the appointment today. It's a pleasure sharing the same studio with you once again, and I'm excited because I'm looking at the next big thing in world boxing for Nigeria. Blessing Blackberry Dada. Thanks for joining me on the show this morning.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay, that's the show. Now, Sports Summary. You remember we told you that it's going to be an exclusive session, as we always do every Tuesdays and Thursdays, right here on Radio Now 95.3 FM Lagos. I am Nero Desoy, the midfield maestro, wrapping it all up on this very exciting note, and also making that appeal once again to, corporate organizations, well-meaning individuals out there. Please support the youth. Support them in their endeavors, especially when they're doing something positive, sports or whatever it is they're doing. Let the support be there for them so that they will not think about other vices to try and make ends meet. Okay, that's the show. Good morning to everybody out there, and have yourselves a terrific rest of your Tuesday.
This is Radio Now 95.3 FM. Come for the news, stay for informed conversations.